Greetings! Stay a while and listen to me, Marauder EX, as we play more Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. Alright, so we're here, and we have a group of people. These are our fellow Academy Cadets. So we've got Randall the Squire, we've got Oliver the Squire, Kinnison the Chemist, Evelyn the Squire, Hester the Squire, and Felice the Chemist. Alright, so we get to pick 4 of them to come into the fight with us. Some notable stats are, you know, you've got HP and MP. We don't have any spells, so MP's kind of a moot point at this stage of the game. So HP is something we kind of want to look for, as well as Bravery and Faith. Bravery will affect a fair bit of physical attack outcome type things. There are a lot of abilities that are brave-based. Faith is magic-based. The higher your faith, the more damage you can do from spells, the more you can heal from spells, the more you can be healed by spells, but also the more damage you take from spells. So it's a double-edged sword on that. So right now, Ramses got 70 Brave, 70 Faith. Randall has 53, 54, so not great. Oliver has 67, 51, so those are a little bit better. Keniston, 62, 57. 73, 64. Evelyn is actually pretty good and decent HP. 60, 46, and 51, 61. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take no. We're going to take Oliver. And then we are going to take our 2 chemists, because I want chemists. Chemists are great. And there are healers at the moment. We'll get into that here shortly. Garland. So hey, we get to go into a fight just right off the bat, basically. Even though we've kind of already had a fight. This one actually has more that we can do. What if we hear? We Moppets, is it? Our luck's went and turned for the better. Cut through these ones and we're as good as fled. Make quick work of them and don't be leaving those squealers behind. Alright. So each battle has a specific objective. Defeat all enemies, defeat a specific person, protect a certain person, etc. We also have a guest in this fight, Delita, who will just be kind of hanging out. Guests are AI-controlled characters, and they're basically just damage sponges. That's really it. That's... Don't rely on guests. They will let you down. Like, painfully. One thing is you can also attack them. You can attack your own allies in this game. And that's actually something that's kind of recommended in a lot of scenarios, because every time you do something, well-aimed thrust pierces the mail. Thank you for that, Delita. Don't patronize me. Yes, I am a member of that house. Highborn Moppets is still Moppets. None will mourn your passing. That's kinda harsh. Alright, so, combat. Combat, combat, combat. So, we have a bunch of stuff that affect combat. We've already talked about bravery and faith. Like I said, sometimes it's actually really good to attack your own units, because anytime you successfully complete an action, you get XP and job points. And job points are used to learn abilities, and XP goes to your level and your job level. So like we can look at these characters and kind of see what you know, what's going on with them. I've got a dagger, we've got items, which is the standard chemist thing. Rams is kind of a unique unit, and we'll get to him. We'll get to him at some point, because even as a squire, he doesn't have the standard squire abilities. He's kind of like, his default class is like a special squire. So it's currently Rams's turn. Everyone has a turn order. And we can wander the map. Anywhere that's blue, we can travel to. We can move our character there and take an action. You can act and then move, or move and then act, or you don't have to move or act, and that will also affect your CT gauge, which is that green bar at the very bottom, which is kind of a clock timer that when it reaches 100 is when that unit can take an action, and it's determined by their speed stat. So the more you do, like if you move, it eats up a set amount of your CT. If you use an action, that can eat up a set amount of your CT. So if you don't do one of those things, you'll retain that CT, meaning you'll actually get a turn sooner. But given where we're at in the stage, we kind of have to, you know, go for the offensive. So Rams is going to attack, and we have, you can see here the basic attack structure. So we'll do about 24 points of damage to his HP with 100% success rate for the hit. Attacking from the sides or the back will give you greater hit percentage and less likely for defensive actions to proc. Attacking from the front is usually not advised, unless you're using a special attack that may bypass that. So, like here. And then when you're finished, you get to choose what direction you're facing, because, again, direction matters. So let's see, what do we have enemy-wise? We've got female squire, male chemist, and male squire that's half dead at this point. Alright, no, I do not want you to be AI controlled. I want you to move. You're gonna go deal with her. Fundamentals. I don't have anything that I can do, and this sucks because I can't do anything with her. So like here, I can't do anything with this chemist either. I was really kind of hoping I could get behind Delita and attack him. Because again, guests are damage sponges, and you really don't want to just be using the wait command, because that means you're not getting any XP or job points, and that's not what we want. We want XP and job points. Let's see. Oh, hey, I can at least throw a stone at someone. Except I don't think... Yeah, I've got a 0% chance, so I'm going to throw that at Delita. Because that's who it would have hit anyway, because if you see that you can attack someone, but there's a 0% chance, it's because the line of sight is blocked, and it'll hit whoever's in between you and your intended target. That works for a lot of ranged abilities. And the chemist is going to throw a potion. That works for items as well, so if you try to throw an item through someone, it'll go off in their face, basically. So, yeah. Let's see. I can't really do much of anything here because I can't attack her. At least I don't think I can attack her because I can attack here. But again, that's facing her, so I only have a 95% chance, but that's better than nothing. Height plays into this. If you're too high up or too low comparatively to your target, you can't target them. So be careful. How many items do I have? I have 5 potions and an antidote. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna come here and I'm gonna attack Delita. Because I want her to get some XP. There's really not much I can do with you at the moment. You're somewhat injured. But you can wait to get healed. Alright, Delita's going to attack. Why he's attacking from the front, I don't know. I don't understand. But Delita's taken some damage, so he's going to run away because it's Delita. Enemy Squire is going to attack my Chemist and get a level up. Because you can also recruit enemy, like you can convince them to join you. It's really interesting that all enemies kind of share these important stats. Alright, I actually want to move him. Actually, I don't want to move him. Because I can hit him from here with a rock. No, it's not what I wanted to do. But hey, that's actually something to talk about. So this is the turn order. You can see where your turn currently is and who's coming up next based off of all of the current stats being processed. This can change greatly depending on if someone does an ability that requires a charge time or casting time, or if their speed stat, or if they've got haste or slow applied to them, can drastically change all of that. Alright, so he's dead. And I'm going to put you here to block my Chemist from being attacked. You can't really do much of anything. And you're just going to come up and attack my Squire. I really need to go deal with that Chemist, because it's really difficult to deal with Chemists. Because, you know, all that delicious healing. Alright, well... And hey, we got 2 things in that. We got a crit and knockback. You can knock people back with a strong enough attack. Critical attacks can do that, or it can just happen by sheer luck. You can knock people off things, and they can take fall damage depending on the difference in height from where they were to where they land. And in some cases, you can one-shot characters by doing that. Alright, I kind of want to use the potion on her, but I'll wait for her to... Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the potion on her. Because why the hell not? Otherwise, he's not seeming to get much in the way of job points and abilities. Alright. When characters are also, or when enemies are critically low, they will just run away. They want nothing to do with this. Actually, I'm not... Oh, crap, I've already moved you. I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself. Because I've taken a hit. Alright, and what's Delita gonna do? Nothing. Delita's so freaking useless right now. I can attack him, and I'm going to. Yep, we're gonna do that. Because he should prioritize healing himself over anything else. And I can't get around you to attack, so I'm just going to attack from the front, even though it's not as advisable, but holy crap. Alright, so you're going to come up and attack me, and get a crit. Okay. That hurt. But hey. One thing. I talked about it in the last fight, that dead units had stars over their corpses, indicating that, you know, it was a unique situation. This guy has a 2. If you let that counter run out, they will either turn into a crystal, or they'll turn into a treasure chest. If they turn into a crystal, one of two things can happen. You can either refill your HP and MP by picking up that crystal, or you can pick up that crystal and gain any abilities that they may have potentially had. It's one of those things that's it's interesting, because you can very much get some leveling out of the way in terms of gaining abilities, but for the most part, you're not going to get a lot of really good abilities. So it's interesting in the fact that, you know, just being super lucky, you could possibly get some really interesting abilities, or you can get, you know, your HP and MP refilled. A lot of possibilities there. Alright, you are pissing me off because he should have prioritized healing himself. But he's focused on aggravating the hell out of me. Alright, we are going to come over here and attack him. And this is a lot to cover in terms of mechanics, and I haven't even really scratched the surface of battle mechanics. It gets insane. Alright, I want him to not be alive anymore. There we go. Alright, I also need to go after that one squire. And I didn't actually mean to do that, but okay. And he's just gonna run away, okay. Yeah, she's gonna keep running away as well. They typically run to the corners. 31, 26. That's not a fight I could win without my chemist friend. But I'm going to win this fight. That is already a thing that I have decided. You're going to attack him. And it really doesn't matter if your units die. As long as they don't crystallize or turn into a treasure chest, they will come back from KO at the end of the battle. So, as long as they don't, you know, die, it doesn't matter if they get knocked out in combat. So, keep that in mind, that it's okay just to, like, if you know you can beat a fight in a couple of turns, and, you know, at the expense of maybe sacrificing someone, just do it. You know, it's not... And hey, Oliver gained a level. It's not anything to seriously worry about if, you know, it's like, oh, this person's going to die, but if you know that you can beat the fight in the next turn or two, just do it. I probably should have used Chant, but it doesn't matter. I thought I had another ability, but I do not. And I'm just going to go ahead and use my last potion. Oh no, I got 2 potions. Okay. And that's the thing, like, I'm going to be spending a lot of money on potions early game because it's cheap and effective healing. But at this point, I'm pretty sure Delete is going to come and try to steal this kill. But I'm not going to let him do that. Actually, he's probably going to do it anyway, but yeah. He's probably going to try to throw a stone. No. Speaking of, I'm gonna throw a stone at Delita. And I actually could probably have stayed up on top of the building. One fun thing is height affects your ranged attacks. You get more range the higher up you are. So, you know, in the words of Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's over. I have the high ground. It is actually something worth having. Alright. She is going to die. And you're done. There we go. And I really wish I could come over here and throw a rock at Delita, but he won't. She doesn't have rocks to throw, she just has glass vials filled with magic liquid that heals. Kellius disappeared, leaving behind a crystal. Okay, so that's it. That person is effectively dead. I could go and try to get that crystal and see if I could get something from it, or I could just kill this guy and end the fight, which is what I'm going to do. There we go. Not the prettiest fight. Honest work would see them die in bed, yet they chose instead this early grave. And we've completed the fight! The battle is won, and you get gold, or gil, for completing the battle. And you can also get bonus items. We got 2,000 and a Mithril Life and a Phoenix down and a potion. Wow, that's a lot of bonus trophies. That's like a lot of bonus trophies. To move to a location on the map, place the cursor over its corresponding marker and press X. When at a city or castle, selecting its symbol and pressing X will open a new menu displaying the various establishments at that location. If you are unsure of what particular menu option is, press Select to view more information. Pressing triangle on the world map opens the main menu from which you can access your party roster or save the game. The game's various tutorials can also be accessed from the main menu. These tutorials provide in-depth explanations of various aspects of the game. Consult them if you have any questions about how to play the game. And now the world map is opening up to us. Anywhere that is a red spot is going to be either a battle or story that probably will turn into a battle. After that, they'll become green or blue. Green are field areas. Blue are towns or castles. So like right now, we're in Magic City of Garland. We can go to the various places inside, either the Tavern, Outfitter, or Warriors Guild. So yeah, I'm actually going to end this episode here, and I'm going to save. And I will see you all in the next installment, where we will continue from here. So till then, later everyone.